Cha-Cha, what are you doing?
I test the product, but definitely I don't share with you.
Let's start the show.
Okay, let's do it.
One of my favorite revisits right here in Lakewood Ranch. Where are we off to?
We are today Loaded Cannon Distillery.
Let's do it. It's Tyler.
And Cha-Cha.
And we are out.
And about Lakewood Ranch.
All right, what am I going to say next?
Let us go in and take a gander.
Come on, let's do
it.
Where the sun is always shining, out and about. Look all the fight I'm fighting, out and about. Bumping into friends and living, out and about, out and about.
Loaded Cannon Distillery, we're back, and we're back with our friend Steve. Welcome back.
Good to be here.
All right, buddy, let's talk about what's new here at Loaded Cannon, because I hear you got some new flavors.
Oh boy, so many new ones. I mean, we've got the agave spirits, we have new limoncello, we have a blueberry vodka, we have a rapid aged whiskey. You know, we're coming up with so many new flavors, it's crazy. I mean, one a week almost.
Let's talk a little bit about these crazy flavors and how it all began for you, because you didn't just grow up in this business. You actually went from really one end of the spectrum to the other, right?
I was a chemical engineer for 35 years, lived in several places, India, Kuwait, Korea, Saudi Arabia, Canada. So I got to meet a lot of people. I got to drink a lot of alcohol. And,
yeah, so you acquired that taste and kind of knew how to put those things together, right?
Absolutely.
Let's talk about the distillery here, because that is incredible. So you can come actually take a tour. Let's talk about that.
So the tour is very comprehensive. I mean, it goes into great detail about barreling, making whiskey, bottling, mashing, the whole deal. The tour is about 45 minutes. And if you pair it up with a tasting, then you get $5 off a bottle. So it's pretty reasonable, very educational, and just a lot of fun.
And again, I love the fact that it's local and important to support local. And how long has this location been here now?
Oh, we just hit 5 years.
5 years. I remember when we came to visit here, it was absolutely sensational. We had Kristen with us, and she tried some of those amazing flavors you had, and now you have so many more. We're gonna try that, but before we get there, let's tell our friends how they can come check out this great location where you can actually take a tour of that distillery. What's the address here?
Well, 3115 Lakewood Ranch Boulevard. We're in the Gatewood complex.
All right.
Suite 110.
Perfect. And some hours here, Steve?
Wednesday, Thursday, we're open from 12 to 6. On Friday, we're open till 9 o'clock. On Saturday, 8 o'clock. And then on Sunday till 6 again. And on Friday nights, we almost always have music and food trucks.
Love to support local here. And let's get that phone number. Maybe have some questions about those tours.
941-900-1482. And you can always go to our website, www.loadedcannonspirits.com.
Right there at the bottom of your screen. Listen, stay right there. When we come back, you know Cha-Cha, she's thirsty. She's going to be trying out some of those amazing new flavors with me when we return right after this message.
Linger Lodge Restaurant, located on Braden River, a rustic and old Florida charm and cozy atmosphere with both indoor and outdoor seating. Specialty menu to suit every craving, from alligator, frog legs, smoked meats, seafood, Bloody Marys, and even a full bar. A unique experience amongst its own. 7205 85th Street Court East, Bradenton.
All right, welcome back. This is where all the magic happens, I understand, Steve. Let's talk about what we're showing now. What is this thing?
This is our mash tun, and this is where we actually convert all the grains to sugars. And the sugars are what the yeast eat to make alcohol.
And we all know I love sugar. And let's talk about a little bit about what we're showing now, these vats here. What are these here for?
Those are our fermenters. That's where we add the yeast. They consume the sugar, and they make alcohol, along with 150 other components.
And how long is this process, Steve? How long does it actually stay in these units?
7 to 10 days. 7
to 10 days. And also these barrels that we're showing here on our left, what are these where Cha-Cha was having some cocktail at? I'm assuming there's alcohol in these, right?
Oh yeah, well, this is where we age our bourbon, this is where we age our rum, all of our whiskeys. So we keep them in the barrel at least 2 years.
2 years, that's crazy. All right, so what about these big papas right here? I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
talk about instrumental. These things look like musical instruments. What are these things?
So this is our still. Her name is Annie. She's named after Anne Bonny. She's copper. Copper takes out sulfites. This is our gin column. Our gin column's name is Ginny 8675309. And then this is Romeo, because Romeo makes rum and whiskey, and everybody loves rum and whiskey. And that's Juliet, and Juliet makes vodka. She has 16 stages, so she makes 195 proof.
So I'm assuming you would try a sample of this to make sure it's ready, or
Always. During the process, you have to sample all the time.
Speaking about samples, let's go in and I'm sure our cocktail drinker Cha-Cha is inside waiting. Let's check those out. Come on, Steve.
Let's go.
All right, Steve. Look at Cha-Cha. Oh my God. Cha-Cha, you can't even wait. All right, Steve, I know you got so much new here. Let's get started before Cha-Cha drinks the samples already. Let's start right here. What is this?
This is a Nola Cello, which is an orange cello and limoncello blend.
And let's talk a little bit about how you come up with these new ideas when we're trying these.
Well, the ideas typically come from people that are here visiting.
Oh, okay.
So people will walk in and say, "Hey, have you ever made a salted caramel vodka? Have you ever made a watermelon cucumber vodka?" Which we have, as you've seen.
Yeah, that is really, really good. And let's also talk before we go to the next item, Cha-Cha, don't drink now. Let's talk a little bit about that lab that we're showing now and what goes on in there.
Boy, that's where we do all of our analysis. We wind up have a digital microscope that we can take pictures to see how healthy the yeast are.
Let's talk about this next one, another new one.
Yes, watermelon cucumber.
All right,
And
watermelon.
I'll tell you what,
Smell
it's
like
hot outside.
Watermelon.
When it's hot outside, this is the one you want.
This is the one that Cha-Cha is probably going to use as her perfume.
Oh my gosh, I love this one.
Oh, very smooth.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow.
This is delicious.
Yes.
You smell the watermelon, you taste the watermelon cucumber, amazing.
An excuse for her because she'll be saying that it's fruit, so it's good for her, right?
It's healthy for you.
Definitely summer drink.
Well,
And-
Cha-Cha, I know you like your chocolate.
Oh, I love chocolate.
That's the next one.
Oh, chocolate.
Chocolate
About
vodka.
chocolate.
Ooh, Cheerios.
So when we drink whiskey, though, we say Ishkabaha. That means water of life in Gaelic. Is that not good?
This is good. This is really good.
Let's talk about the next one we're trying
Next
here.
one. Cheerios.
Cheerios. Which one is this?
I'll tell you in a second.
We must taste before we talk.
What do you think it is?
Mango?
So this is agave nectar
Wow.
that was imported from Mexico. We made tequila out of it. However, in the United States, you can't call it tequila. It has to be called agave spirits.
Wow.
And we add a little real mango fruit to it to make it a little healthy, you know?
Very nice.
That's good.
And for our restaurant owners, in closing here on this last one, if they're watching, they want to do a sample of some of these things, they can either come here directly or they can contact the distributor, and that was
Community craft spirits.
and you can actually have some of those delivered, have some samples, try some of these items directly at your restaurant.
And one other thing we can do is a lot of the restaurants want their own brand. We're more than happy to make their labels, brand their product, distribute it to them, and that can be anything from whiskey to vodka.
Last but not least, what do we have here? Chocolate.
Another chocolate. I gave you 2 chocolates.
You give me 2 chocolate. What about
said
honey?
you liked
I was
chocolate.
so excited for the honey.
You said you've already tried the honey.
I love chocolate, of course.
She's the Hershey Kiss for sure. Coffee, you offer it here as well. You have someone here locally that carries the beans?
Yeah, we do. This is Monkey Cult, and they actually use, this is a toasted coconut coffee. They actually use our toasted coconut to make it. And then one of our employees actually makes pecans that are flavored with our bourbons and our rums.
Bourbon. This is exciting.
You really do offer a bunch of different things. You offer the
Bloody Mary mix, made by Seven Sins.
Wow.
With our jalapeno vodka, this is one kick-ass Bloody Mary.
All right. Listen, Loaded Cannon Distillery, take the tour, try some of these locally made products. You're going to love it. That's the end of the segment. We'll see you once again when we're out.
And about Lakewood Ranch.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Out and About Lakewood Ranch made possible by these fine sponsors and a community partner of Discover Bradenton. It's been an Out and About media production and a broadcast of